What do you do when you're doing your skincare and your skin doesn't care? You apply sunscreen. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Mathilda. Well, today is going to be all about sunscreen. I'm going to be telling you guys what sunscreen is, the importance, and how to use it and apply it on your skin for best results. So if you guys want to know all about sunscreen, then keep on watching. First of all, what is sunscreen? Sunscreen is basically a skincare product that protects your skin from the UV rays of the sun. This sun you see, guys, it looks good, beautiful, and looks nice, nature. But this sun isn't really the best for our skin because it can really cause severe harm and damage to the skin. And that is where sunscreen comes in. Sunscreen is like a layer of protection to prevent the sun radiation from affecting us. Basically, sunscreen helps to prevent further hyperpigmentation, dark spots, discoloration on your skin. There are two types of sunscreen. We have the physical sunscreen and the chemical sunscreen. Some physical sunscreen tends to leave your skin with a white cast after application, but when you use your chemical sunscreen, there is no such thing as a white cast. Funny enough, if you look at the history of sunscreen, you realize that sunscreen was not meant to be used for black people. It was just made for white people. So sunscreen for a long time used to always leave a white cast on black people because it's just a white substance. Most people tend to think that sunscreen is just for white people, but no, sunscreen is for white and black, all races. Sunscreen should be used on all races because the sun doesn't really give an F if you have melanin in your skin. Although they say if you have melanin in your skin, it provides a little more protection than those skin without melanin. But apply your sunscreen. Apply your sunscreen is really important. I'm going to tell you guys a little story about what happened to me. And I wanted to get a new sunscreen and I bought this sunscreen. It had SPF 90. I was like, oh, this sunscreen is good, and I applied the sunscreen the way I used to apply my sunscreen because I like applying my sunscreen with the 2-finger method. And guys, this sunscreen gave my face a max look. Like, it looked like I applied a clay max. So if you buy a sunscreen like that, please go dump it in the trash and get something new. Now, how do you apply your sunscreen? But before I talk about the application, let's talk about what you should look out for before you go and buy a sunscreen. The first and most important thing when it comes to buying sunscreen is your SPF. SPF is the amount of protection your sunscreen has to offer you. So if you're gonna be getting a sunscreen, make sure it has SPF 30 and above. Anything below 30, go dump that shit. Don't even bother buying it because it's not really going to give you that maximum protection you need. So go get yourself an SPF 30 sunscreen. So before you put that item in the cart, before you pay for that item, look at the bottle. How much SPF does it contain? This one contains SPF 60. So go get you a sunscreen with SPF 30 and above. Don't say I didn't do nothing for you. Don't say I didn't do shit for you. I did it. I told you. I warned you. So I did my best. Now, the next thing we're going to be talking about is how do you apply sunscreen, because your application really determines how far you're going to go in this skincare journey, how far your skin is going to go. Because first of all, you should be applying enough sunscreen to cover your face and your neck and every other part of your body that's exposed to the sun. Now, the way I like to apply my sunscreen, I am not an esthetician or dermatologist, so don't come here and quote me on this shit and that. So what I like to do, because I learned this from an esthetician, you can go check her out on Twitter. Her name is Makeup for Women of Color, Makeup for WOC. She talks about skincare and talks a lot. That's where I learned most of the skincare things I know from her, because she knows her shit, period. So I like to apply my sunscreen on my 2 fingers. So watch the application. application, it's really important for you to know that you should apply your sunscreen on a dry skin. So I like to apply my sunscreen on my 2 fingers. That is what you should be applying, 2 fingers or more on your face and your neck. So if you're not doing that, if you say you come here, come to my backyard, you come to my front yard and you apply sunscreen of this amount, girl, if you don't get the hell out of here, you're applying this amount of sunscreen and you say you apply sunscreen, then you come and complain you have acne, you have dark spots, you have hyperpigmentation, and this is the amount of sunscreen you're applying. If you don't get the fuck out of here, this amount is just too small and it's not going to offer you any protection, my dear. So go ham on your sunscreen. Don't be stingy with your sunscreen. If you're still watching to this point, it's only right that you subscribe to my channel and like this video. I'm pleading with you. You're watching to this point, please subscribe, please like this video. It helps me a lot, please. The next thing I should talk about in your application is your sunscreen should be applied as the last step in your makeup routine. Sunscreen is a protection, so if you're out here doing exfoliating, physical or chemical, using acids from glycolic to salicylic to all the acids, and you don't apply sunscreen, what is gonna happen to your skin? I can't even articulate it. Like I can't articulate it. Go apply sunscreen if you're doing all those things to your skin. You're doing chemical peels, you're doing all this. Please apply sunscreen, and apply sunscreen in the morning and in the afternoon. Do not apply sunscreen at night unless you're looking for breakouts. If you're looking for acne, you're looking for pimples, you're looking for texture on your skin, please apply sunscreen at night. Just be applying sunscreen every night and you see what's going to happen to you. Sunscreen is meant to be applied only in the morning and afternoon when the sun is out, and after that, wash it off from your face. Wash that off your face and do your nighttime routine without sunscreen. Those I didn't tell you. And when you apply your sunscreen, you should be applying that every 4 hours. I'm not come here and be an hypocrite, because I don't even apply sunscreen every 4 hours. It's always something that skips my mind, applying sunscreen every day. Talk more, talk less of applying sunscreen every 4 hours. But that's what they said. They said we should be applying sunscreen every 4 hours. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just here to deliver the information to you. So do it with me. Do it with what you may. Do what you may with it. I don't know, there's a saying like that. Figure it out. Well, do with what I've given you. Work with it, you know. But you should be applying sunscreen every 4 hours, because the sunscreen tends to wear out as the day goes by. So if you want that effectiveness, you should be applying sunscreen every 4 hours. So when you're out here applying all this glycolic acid, salicylic acid to treat your skincare problems, and you go out there to the sun without sunscreen protection, you find out that the thing that you're actually trying to treat with the glycolic acid is getting worse. And you say, oh, this product is not good, but it's actually because when you apply these exfoliants on your skin, they make your skin more sensitive to the sun. And with that sensitivity, once the sun starts to fall on you, once the sun rays start to fall on you, your skin starts to burn and you don't even know. You can't see it, but your skin is burning and burning and burning until it gets to a point where you're like, oh, how did I get here? Well, you didn't apply sunscreen. So what we're going to do about that now? I think it's important for you guys to know this. Even though I'm out here preaching sunscreen, I am not gonna come here and say I apply sunscreen every day. I don't. It's not because I don't want to, it's just because it skips my mind. And you know, sometimes sunscreen can be a bit too much for your skin, especially during the hot weathers Like right now the weather is so freaking hot, like I don't even feel like putting anything on my skin, but I still have to, because you know you gotta protect the skin. But sometimes you're like, oh, F that shit, you know, I'm not gonna do anything on my skin. I'm not gonna apply no freaking skincare. I'm gonna leave my skin bare because it's really hot. You apply sunscreen to protect your skin, because the environment, the earth is not the same now the way it was 20 years ago. This ozone layer keeps breaking and breaking and breaking and breaking until only God knows when it's gonna completely fall off and the sun is gonna burn us off. Oops. But before then, let's just keep applying sunscreen and protect ourselves, because I feel like sunscreen is the most important part of your skincare routine. If you're doing your skincare routine and you're not applying sunscreen, it's almost as good as nothing. It's better you just don't apply anything on your skin than apply different things on your skin and not protect yourself from the sun. That's why sunscreen is important. Get yourself a sunscreen with SPF 30 and above and you're good to go. And also apply the right amount. Don't say I didn't do nothing for you. Now there's something that people say. Some people will be like, I tried this sunscreen and it didn't work out for me, and I'm like, try another one. Just because you tried one sunscreen and it didn't work out for you doesn't mean all sunscreen are bad. I mean, you try out a cleanser and that cleanser isn't working out for you, you go try out another one. So that's the same thing you should do for your sunscreen. One sunscreen doesn't work, you try the next one. The other one doesn't work, you try the next one. The other one doesn't work, you try the next one, and you're gonna see the one that works out for you. If you find that the sunscreen you're using gives you a white cast, why don't you go for a chemical sunscreen? If you see that the sunscreen you're using is irritating your skin and giving you rashes and irritation, why don't you try a physical sunscreen? You know, there are varieties. Try trial and error, and you're gonna get the one that you need. Another thing worth noting is, just because you're applying your makeup doesn't mean you shouldn't apply sunscreen. You get me? Apply sunscreen with or without makeup. If you're going to be applying makeup that day, then apply the sunscreen before your makeup, before your primer, your foundation and everything. If you're not going to apply sunscreen, apply your sunscreen after your skincare. So your routine should be like this: cleanser, toner if you want, serum, moisturizer, then sunscreen. Sunscreen is not moisturizer, although there are some sunscreens that are combination of sunscreen mixed with moisturizer. I don't really know how effective that will be, but I would suggest you get a sunscreen that is just a sunscreen, not a moisturizer mixed with sunscreen. Moisturizer hydrates your skin, sunscreen protects your skin. So when you apply all these different skincare products that are treating your skin, sunscreen is going to protect that skin so that the sun wouldn't ruin all the work you've been doing. If you want to learn more about skincare, you want to know about some skincare mistakes that you were doing that you don't even know are mistakes, well, I'm going to leave a card here so you can watch my skincare mistakes video where I break down some skincare mistakes you are making that is making your acne and your skincare problems even worse than it was before, you know. On that note, if there's anything you've learned from this video, I hope it is to wear your sunscreen. Sunscreen is important. Wear the right amount of sunscreen and you'll be good. Now, don't think sunscreen is going to treat all the problems in the world. Sunscreen is just going to help protect your skin. If you're treating something, go get something to treat that thing, but be sure to apply sunscreen at the end of the day. So before you come at me and attack me, poof 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 poof, you're talking all this shit about skincare and your skin is not perfect. Yeah, my skin is not perfect, obviously. That's why I'm doing my skincare. So my skin has texture, acne, hyperpigmentation, dark spots. I have everything. I deal with everything. but we're taking it one step at a time. My skin is not perfect. What can I do? I just have to do the little I can do to just make it a little bit better. So with all that all said, I hope you learned something from this video. And if you guys want to see me outside of YouTube, check me out on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, Pinterest, or Mathildaduku. Things you're not going to see on YouTube, you're going to see it there. So if before you ask me to do something, why don't you go check out those other platforms and see if I've done it there, because chances are I might have already done it. So if you guys want to interact with me more, then check me out there, because we're not on YouTube every day of the week, but I know you are on Instagram every day. I know you are on Twitter every day. I know you are on TikTok and Facebook every day. So add me up on there. Let's chat. Let's kiki. Do you love me? Are you ready? You wanna hey. Before you click off this video, please watch out. Watch these videos here. Watch my videos here. Please watch it. I'm going to leave my skincare routine. I'm going to leave my skincare mistakes videos for you to watch, and my skincare playlist, so that you can catch up with my other skincare videos I've done on my channel. So while you are still here, if you're watching this video at night, please, the next day, I'm begging you, go wear sunscreen. If you're watching this video in the morning or afternoon, please go and wear your sunscreen before you come back and watch my next video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.